Maha Sripada Vallabha Narasimha Saraswati Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have been talking about Sage Agastya. Yes.
Story.
Better. What is that? Story. Huh?
Look at the pitchfork.
No. Okay, we talked about how Sage Agastya cursed Indradyumna and the importance of Namaskara and importance of tapas, as well as Sage Agastya in Mahabharata. And now we have reached the final part of whatever I know, whatever I learned. Okay, Agastya star. You know what happens is, for all the sages, their tapashakti will take a form of star and appear in the sky. And it will be protecting us from there. It will be protecting us. So whenever we need some kind of guidance, you look and you think of that star and you look in that direction, and the tapashakti will be protecting us. Same way, Sage Agastya, I told you, like even now also, he is roaming around. Even great people who are really realized souls, they can actually see him on the earth. But when it comes to us, people like us, we don't have that much tapashakti at all, right? So, what happens is, he will be seen. Now, Sage Agastya and Lopamudra Devi, along with Lopamudra, they will be seen in the direction of south in the sky. Okay, and they're generally seen along with Vasishta and Arundhati. Vasishta and Arundhati are like there will be in the Saptarshi. You guys know Big Dipper, Small Dipper, this kind of stars, right? Those are known as Saptarshi stars.
I have a question.
What is it?
Why don't stars explode?
This is a different kind of stars. These are like stars that bless us, okay? They are different from Brahmarshi stars. So, generally when it appears is Sharadrutu. That means in the month of Bhadrapada. Right now, Bhadrapada month is happening. Right now, Vinayaka Chavati is, that happens on the 4th day of the Bhadrapada month. Bhadrapada maasa. I mean Bhadrapada month. So, right now, we can see now also in the south. And when Surya is in Kanya Rasi. Kanya Rasi, what do you say that in Virgo? Okay, Kanya Rasi meaning Virgo. And it is generally this Virgo it's in Patala. That means it's below the earth. It's considered like that. And Dhanus. Dhanus meaning Capricorn. No, not Capricorn. I don't know. What is the constellation that is in the shape of a bow?
Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius has a bow.
Yeah. So Sagittarius. So that would be on the top. So then Agastya Maharshi, he can be seen as a star in the midnight. Okay. It will be beside that Sagittarius and according to Puranas, beside Mula Nakshatra. Say Mula Nakshatra.
Mula Nakshatra.
Purva Shadha Nakshatra.
Purva Shadha.
And Uttara Shadha Nakshatra. Okay. During midnight in the southern direction, only when it is very, very dark, it can be seen. And no one knows how far it is. And it is said that one should see that star and give arghya. I told you, right? Arghya meaning you take some water into your hands like this and you offer water in that direction, and the water should fall from the tips of your fingers like this. Okay, generally every day also, after taking bath, immediately you have to give arghya to Surya 12 times in the direction of Surya. You don't have to go to near like outside and all. You can just take it in your sink. Okay, the water, and you say Om Suryaya Namaha, Om Suryaya Namaha, like that. 12 times you have to offer in the direction of east, like that, where the Surya comes up. Every day you have to do it. That will remove a lot of sins. If we offer arghya to Surya every day, that will remove a lot of our sins. And in Dharma Shastra, it is said that one should make Agastya's idol and give it to Brahmana as donation. And Rishi Panchami Vrata. Actually, Rishi Panchami was yesterday. Okay, it comes the next day of Vinayaka Chavati. Vinayaka Chavati, next day is Rishi Panchami. Okay, Rishi Panchami Vrata. On that day, what happens is, we have to worship Saptarshis along with their wives. Along with their wives, we have to worship Saptarshis. It's known as a Veda day. It's like for Vedas, for Rishis and all. So in Bhadrapada Masa, Agastya Maharshi should be worshipped with these stotras. Hey, luckily, Bhadrapada Masa is happening right now. This is all such a great, beautiful, without knowing we are doing.
I think there's intention.
No, I did not know. I forgot everything I taught before.
Yeah, right.
Okay, now Agastya start looking at that. So we say, I will just say it. Listen to it. काश पुष्प प्रतीकाश वह्नि मारुत संभव मित्रा वरुणयो पुत्रा कुंभयोने नमोस्तुते विंध्य वृद्धि क्षयकर मेघतोय विशापः रत्नवल्लभ देवेश लंकावास नमोस्तुते वातापि वातापिरभक्षितो येन Vatapi, he ate Vatapi, right? This is all, this tells about him. I mean, he digested Vatapi. And Bhakshito yena samudra soshitaha. We talked about how he dried the ocean and all, right?
So basically, all of this, but very,
yes.
very brief.
Pura Lopamudra bhajaha Shriman yosau tasmai namo namaha. Just do namaskaram at least, okay? Yeninditena papani. विलयं याति व्याघसा. Come on, get up. तस्मै नमोस्तु अगस्त्याय सशिष्याय च पुत्रिणे. So like that you have to do namaskaram to Agastya in Bhadrapada Masa, and we did that now. We are in Bhadrapada Masa. And now for Lopamudra, Rajaputri Mahabhage Rushipatni Varanane लोपामुद्रे नमस्तुभ्यं अर्घ्यं मे प्रतिगृह्यताम् अगस्त्याय नमस्तेस्तु अगस्त्य अस्मिन् घटे संस्थितः अगस्त्यो द्विजरूपेण परिगृह्णन्तु सत्कृतः अगस्त्य सप्तजन्माहं नाशयित्वा अयोरयम् अपर्जतु विमलं सौख्यं प्रयच्छतु महामुनिः. So this is to give arghya, whereas this is the slokam with which we worship Agastya. So it is said that sage Agastya can give bhukti and mukti. Bhukti meaning whatever materialistic pleasures, whatever we need to live in this entire world, he will give that also, and even mukti. If you remember, Agastya is the one who actually taught gave Vyuha Mahalakshmi mantra to Shankana Bhupala. Do you remember that? Venkateswara Mahatmyam? That one. So, like that. And Mukti also, of course. For those who want Mukti, he can give that also. And one has to worship Agastya and Lopamudra with devotion for that. So, that, okay, we are still there. Still. Oh, I thought we are almost done. We are still there. So, Agastya Maharshi and Lopamudra in Kashi Khanda, there is a story saying that Agastya, he asked his wife, he has two concerts now, remember, right? One is Lopamudra, second one is Kaveri.
Kaveri.
Kaveri is turned into a river, and it stays in his Kamandulu, right? Like, excuse me, Vishnu. And if it is true that whoever takes bath in Ganga waters attain moksha, now Lopamudra is asking, then all the sinners that are taking bath in Ganga, why are they not attain? Are they going to attain liberation? What is happening with them? Then Sage Agastya said, Oh Padmakshi. Padmakshi means one who has eyes like lotus petals. Are you thinking moksha will come just by taking bath in Ganga? Then many beings that are there in Ganga should attain liberation. In Ganga, there are a lot of crocodiles. There are a lot of fish, crabs, tortoises, and other beings. A lot of aquatic.
I don't think anybody would go into Ganga in the first place then.
What?
Crabs.
No, they will be there. All kinds of aquatic animals will be there. Aquatic creatures. Yeah, no, they will be there now. You know, if you remember the Ganga shloka, you see Ganga will be always riding on the crocodile. Okay, that is her vahana.
Do you know you see what a crocodile or crabs are?
Okay, that's okay. And they all these kind of animals, they do not get the result of doing snanam in the tirtha. Tirtha meaning very sacred place where if you take bath there, all our sins will be washed away. Because they don't, why don't they get liberation? Because they don't have the knowledge of That is Ganga, it is holy, pure, and once we take dip in this, we will attain moksha. With that kind of knowledge, they don't have. They are in the water.
What if somebody adopts all of the animals and teaches them to understand English but not understand?
Yeah, you are living in a Paddington world. That's what I'm saying. Okay, enough. Come on here. Okay. Even if they take dip in Ganga waters, they won't get good results, because if one does not have devotion, if they don't have devotion, if they don't have knowledge or any kind of information, they just go, oh, it's just a river, and they take bath, and that's it. Nothing will happen. So it is very important for us to have right kind of knowledge. Okay. Then there won't. Then only we will get good results. Okay, your manas has to be pure. Your manas has to be pure. Even taking bath in, if your manas is pure, you know what happens? Even if you take in a bath in dirty bowl of water, that will also make them holy. It's always said that man changa to kathoti me ganga. Actually, there was a merchant, okay,
Is
who
this
was
in the
going.
story?
Yes, there was a merchant who was going to take bath in Ganga, and on the way he was wearing his sandals. He was wearing chappal, right?
This
The
isn't
sandals.
in ours yet.
No, it's not in here. There he was wearing chappals, and those chappals they got immediately, and they got damaged, and they needed to be fixed. And there was a man who was actually the person who cobbler, like who fixes all the chappal, right? He was there. Who fixes the torn chappals, like that. So when he went to him, and he had a small kamandalu with him, like a small kamandalu, meaning one where he carries water. He had that with him. Now what happened? Uh, he fixed it, and then this man asked, okay, why can't you go to the Ganga? Then he said, if I don't fix your chappal, you won't be able to go to the Ganga. So I'm trying to do this duty. And then this man said, you should go. He is a great pandit. He's not much. He's a great Vedic pandit. Okay, he's a great scholar, Vedic scholar. And he said, no, you are doing all this duty. If why don't you take one day off and try to go to Ganga and take bath? Then he said, man changa to kathoti me Ganga. That means if your manas is pure, then in your kamandalu, in your the vessel you are carrying, in itself there will be Ganga. Like that, he said. Then the Vedic scholar looked at him, and he went and he took dip in Ganga. And as he took dip in Ganga and he got up, he really prayed very with a pure heart. Then Ganga Amma showed up, and she gave one bracelet, one golden bracelet studded with gemstones to him, and said, give it to that man who fixed your chappal. That's what she said. And this really happened, guys. When she said that, he took it, and then he thought, "What is there? Let me show this to." He is such a he did not want to have it entirely with him. He just wanted to show it to his wife. Okay, look how such a great pure heart that devotee has, and all. And when he took it back to his wife in order to show her, and then he wanted to give it to her. But this wife, she was a greedy one, and she took that gold, that bracelet studded with gemstones, and said, "Why don't we take it to the king? Okay, and the king will give you much greater price, saying that Ganga Amma gave it to you." And then he said, no, 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 that's not right. Then, but she somehow convinced him, so he had to listen to his wife. So he did the same. And as when he went to the king said, he wanted to give it to the queen. He said, there is only one. There is not a pair. I want another one. So go get it. Okay, then will it happen? Like this is a pretty big story. I'm trying to tell it in brief. Okay, and then what happened? He did not know what to do, and he tried to go to Ganga. He tried to get all these things, and then he went back to the cobbler and he said, "Man changa to kathoti me Ganga." So in his kamandalu itself, he found another one and he gave it to him. In his kamandalu itself, in the Ganga. So Ganga will bless those who are with pure heart. That is the reason we are trying to tell the story. When the time comes, that story also we can talk about later in detail. Okay. Now another one from this thing is Dasaratha. He made a stotram for Sanaischara. So King Dasaratha, he went to battle with Shani. You guys know one of the Navagrahas. When the astrologers told him that the world is going to be under the influence of Shani, like sometimes when a person goes through that influence, they will have real hard time. They have to suffer. But if the entire world goes through it, like how we suffered for COVID and all, like that kind of time. Okay, no, everybody in this whole wide world, that kind of thing was about to happen. So Dasaratha thought that if he goes and battles with Shani, then he can reduce the influence and all. Shani was surprised and asked him, why did he come? Then he said, I came for my people. They should not suffer because of the Shani. So first, I will sing a stotra for you. If you don't agree, then I will battle with you. Like that, he said. And like these are different stories that you can. And there are several stories from Aranya Parva, Mahabharata explaining one can attain immortality and by doing the yoga abhyasa. You guys remember how we did pranayama, meditation and all during our summer? During our summer classes, we did all of that, right? We have to continue that. You should continue that, and in order to keep good health, and that will give us Vithal. Listen, what am I telling you? What am I telling you? I'm talking to you about importance of yoga abhyasa. Yoga abhyasa meaning what? First, you need to control your breath, and then you need to control your thoughts, and then you have to control your senses. It all builds from the breath. You know, some people can actually float in water like a bubble, okay, for 40 minutes also. Even
That means they're light.
yeah, no, because of the pranayama, they can make their body light. They can make their body like a bubble. Okay, that is what you have to do every day. 20 minutes pranayama. It will improve your health. It will improve your. It will remove the sins. Obviously, I told you. If one does, somebody has 40 pranayama a day, for every 200 pranayamas, your sins, mountains will start getting destroyed. And I told you the right way to do it. So please do it every day. Now, Kartavirya Arjuna. Everybody remembers Kartavirya Arjuna, right? Huh? Lot of things he did for us, right? Such a beautiful stories we learned. So that Vamsha is known as Hayihaya Vamsha. I told you how Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu, they took female and male horse forms and they got a son named Hayihaya. Hayi meaning female horse, Haya meaning male horse. Okay, hence the name Hayagriva also. Hayagriva, that also because. And his name was Ekavira. And he had a wife whose name is Ekavali. Say that? And their son is Krutavira. And his son is Kartavirya. Okay, so these are Kartavirya's before. Kartavirya, obviously, you guys know that it is Amsha of Sudarshana who got cursed and came onto earth. Okay, you guys remember that, right? You guys remember it? Sudarshana Chakra Amsha came onto the earth in the form of Kartavirya. Okay, because of his pride, he had to go through all of that. And one of the boys in that dynasty, he went to forest to hunt. Okay, one of the who in the Kritavirya Amsha, in the Kritavirya's lineage. Okay, Vamsha. So there, he thought that he saw a deer and immediately discharged his arrow. And that arrow actually hit a boy who is son of the sages and he died then and there. And that boy was actually wearing a deer skin around the waist. So the whoever shot thought it's only a deer. And because he was picking up grass and he got mistook him like he was a deer and he got frightened thinking of the consequences that sages will curse him and what is going to happen to him. He might get destroyed because of the mistake he made and all. And he thought of going to his parents and explain them his mistake and ask the sages for forgiveness along with them. And he went to his parents and explained the situation. And they took more of their ancestors and with them and they came to the forest part. And the sages were actually doing a yajna there. And they told that like this happened and all. And that time, you know what happened? What? Who? This boy? They said. And they called that boy. Okay. And they called that boy and they were begging loudly for forgiveness. As they were their Purohitas also. The sages did not understand what happened. Why are you asking for forgiveness and all? They told how our boy thought that your son is a deer and he left the thing and that is why he died and all. And they smiled and called a boy. Is this the boy you are talking about? That boy did not die. And the boy said, yes, what happened? I just killed, he just got killed in my hands. And they said, yes, he was killed, but he woke up after 5 minutes. And they all asked, like, how is it even possible? Then the sages said, we don't have old age and death. At that time, they did not have it. They were all surprised and asked, is it possible to have not to have old age and death? It is not at all easy. Then the sages said, yes, it is possible. As we have certain rules, we could conquer old age and death. Here we have to learn from this. Okay, we are never late. We are never lazy. Okay, we always wake up at Brahmi Muhurta and we take bath and we do Sandhya Vandana. Whoever does Sandhya Vandana, they will never get untimely death. That means during the twilight, that transition time, you have to do Namaskaram to Paramatma. Transition time. From morning is turning into, evening and night is turning into daytime. Okay, dawn to and even yes, morning time. Yes, all these transition timings.
That's it's not even less than a picosecond, yes?
Yeah, but during that time you are supposed to be doing Sandhya Vandana. That means Sandhya Vandana meaning you have to do Namaskaram to God, Paramatma, and you have to offer some water. At least nothing else, just take some water into your hands and offer. That's it.
What if you offer everything but water?
No, you cannot. You have to offering water itself is a great puja. That's what we are talking about, giving arghya a lot today. What is it, Vithal?
I said everything but water, not everything including water.
Water offering is important, okay? That pujas will reach Paramatma. And we always eat, and now other reasons for them that they don't get death is they always eat clean food. We cook food at home and offer it to God, Paramatma, and then eat. And those who always eat that way always will never get old age and death. And they take bath on time. We never touch Agnihotra without bath. Without taking bath, they never light the stove also. They never start cooking like that. And we always treat others with love and kindness. And we are never interested in others' wives. And we never listen to others when they are speaking bad about others. And we never talk bad about others also. Okay, when somebody is speaking bad about others, we don't listen. At the same time, we also don't talk bad about others. They said there are many more rules that they follow. These are the main rules. Okay, as we follow all these rules, old age and death, they will not come near us like that. It is told. This story is from actually Mahabharataranya Parva, and these are different stories. Okay, now we will talk about the other stories later. Okay, we will talk about the Venkateswara Mahatmyam. Okay, where did we stop? Who will tell me? Kirtana, Vithala.
What you ask me if I
Okay, don't you remember where we stopped?
We stopped when they were talking about
You said so many likes so far. You have to stop.
ఫణిగా అది వాళ్ళ అది ఆకాశరాజుని వాళ్ళ తమ్ముడు ఏకభుజం అదే నాగకన్య కొడుకు ఉంటారు కదా.
Let us Kirtana explain now.
Yeah, so basically, Akasaraja's father, I forgot his name.
Dharma.
Dharma.
Didn't they go to Shuka or something?
Shuka, yes, they went to Shuka. They learned Tundaman and Akasaraja, they went to Shuka. And what did Shuka ask for in as Guru Dakshina?
గుడి కట్టమని అడిగారు.
A temple.
He asked them to construct a temple, Gudi for who? Venkateswara Swami. Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, Venkateswara Swami is going to come and then construct. So now they his Sudharma actually made Akasaraja as king and Tundaman as the prince, and he told him once he leaves the body, you have to give him half the kingdom like that, right?
Sudharma got the guy from the guy that was in the Patala Loka?
No. So, Tundaman is born in the Patala Loka, right? And Sudharma is the father of the Patala Loka. Yes, now let us come to the story. Now pay attention. Okay, it's very, very important. Now Akasaraja, okay, and that Tundaman, they spent their time lovingly with each other while ruling the kingdom. They were always devoted to Narayana. And after some time, Akasaraja, he called his wife Dharani Devi. You guys remember who is Dharani Devi, right? Dharani Devi is none other than
Madhav Chandrarekha.
Chandrarekha from her previous birth. Okay, and they said, oh Dharani Devi, it has been a long time we got married. And my brother Tundaman, being a prince, he is taking care of almost all the kingdom. And the kingdom is prosperous, but I am having some problem in my manas. Okay? And if one does not have their own children, even if one is very great, it feels that there is some kind of deficiencies there, right? Like that. She listened. Both of them are sitting and talking. Okay, they said, I agree. I also wanted to say this. It has been 16 years since we got married. Okay, we are married for 16 years. Until now, we do not have any children. And they were feeling like this, they were feeling sad, and they were thinking about it for some time. Then they remembered, what should we do now? And then they remembered Bruhaspati. Who is Bruhaspati?
The guru of the Devatas,
Yeah.
not normal people.
Guru of the Devatas. And they immediately prayed him with devotion and faith. Okay. Devanancha Rushinancha. Say that. Devanancha Rushinancha Gurum Kanchana. Gurum Kanchana Sannipam Buddhibhutam
Buddhibhutam
Trilokesham
Trilokesham
Namami
Namami
Bruhaspatim.
Bruhaspati.
Now today is Guruvara, Bruhaspati Vara, and today also we read for Bruhaspati. Such a big, everything is happening so nicely with no plans at all. Okay, now Namaskaram to Bruhaspati, who is Guru of Devatas and Rishis, and he is son of Angira Maharshi. Say that? Angira Maharshi. This Angira Maharshi has 3 sons, and Bruhaspati is the middle one, I think. And he has a older brother and a younger brother, and their story will come later. We will talk about it. Remember this, okay? He has a brother. That's a very funny story. It is there in Uttar Ramayana also, Uttarakhand also. Okay, one with and he was this Bruhaspati has golden complexion, and he's the most intelligent one among the intelligent ones. He is like that, and he is the leader and captain of 3 worlds, like that. That's what Devanancha Rishinancha Gurum Kanchan Sannipam Buddhibhutam Trilokesam Tamnamami Bruhaspati. Now Bruhaspati was very pleased with the devotion. Sit up, please. He was very pleased with devotion, and that what do you say? They are actually calling out of some kind of pain, right? Some kind of pain, like they don't have children, that kind of pain. And with that arti, it is known as arti, meaning some kind of wanting is there, yearning is there in the thing. Okay, and so Akasaraja and Dharani Devi, they looking at their devotion and all, Bruhaspati came onto earth. This was in Kali Yuga only. But during that time, Devatas, they used to come whenever they were called. Do you remember Bruhaspati came and fixed Narayana's, when he got that bow thing also. You guys remember that, right? Bruhaspati came and kept Jilledu and all, and he kept the bandage on it. Okay. So now he came. Okay, and he said, Akasaraja immediately got up, Dharani Devi, they invited him in, and made him sit on a throne, and they kept a golden plate under his feet, and Dharani Devi was pouring water on his feet, and Akasaraja washed his feet gently with a lot of devotion, nicely, without scratching his feet and all, with the nails, very nicely, softly.
What is nails?
Yeah, like that. So, and then they pressed his wet feet gently with a dry, soft cloth. I want you to imagine this because it's very, very important in order to, whenever we are doing any kind of puja to any great people that come to our home, to gurus and all, we have to do like that. With a dry, soft cloth, they gently pressed his wet feet and they made them dry. And then they kept some flowers on his feet. And then they gave him a new cloth to wear like that to around him and all. And then with his hands, Akasaraja, he started pressing feet of Bruhaspati. And he said, Gurudeva, I was born in a good vamsa. Okay, my father is Sudharma. If you remember, they are all born in the Pandava Dauhitra Amsha. Dauhitra, meaning Janamejaya's daughters, their daughters, and they are towards the south. Okay, daughters and their sons and all. Okay, like that. So Dauhitra Vamsha, they were born. And my father is a great Dharmatma. Our Vamsha, our lineage, is not supposed to stop because they did so many dharma karyas. They did a lot of dharmic duties and all. According to Saastras, my father did all of that. He did not make any mistakes. Still, I do not have any children. Did I do any sin in my previous birth? You all know, you are all already, yes, very good. Okay. Still, I do not have children. Did I do any sin? Who is this Akash Raja in the previous birth?
Madhava.
Oh, that was Chandra.
Madhava, yes, Madhava. So our Vamsha, so still, this, it is said that one will not get progeny, I mean children, if they did sins in their previous births. What sins did I do? Now Bruhaspati was like, ha ha ha. How much list can I get out of that? Okay, the sins that you did in your previous births are known to me better than you, Nayana. I know much more. If I say, you will feel sad. But if I don't tell, that is also not going to work. So, in your previous birth, you were Madhava. You went behind a Chandala lady without telling your mother and father. Then, your wife, Chandrarekha, she cried a lot. And she is none other than your wife now, who is Dharani Devi. And your father, Purandara Somayaji, he also cried a lot. Remember Purandara Somayaji, right? Hmm? He also cried a lot. And during his last days, he went crying, Kumara, Kumara, Kumara meaning son. Kumara, Kumara, where did you go? Like that. Son, son, where did you go? Like that. And he died like that. And some children go away from home and they do not tell their father. You know what happens when they do that? Their parents, their father, especially, they go through a lot of pain. Those who cause pain to their father like this,
What if it's an abusive father?
that's a different thing. This is for father who is loving. Okay, all children
And
should
then
listen to this.
specified.
Those who cause pain to their loving father, okay, and that are going to like that, they are going to experience a lot of difficulties in the coming births. Maybe in this birth they will not know, but in the later births they are going to experience these difficulties. So one has to actually tell their parents everything like that. So then what happens when they do that? They will not have children. And Madhava actually was fortunate. If you remember, he went along with the kings, Janaka and all. Do you guys all remember that? To Venkatadri he went, and because of all those things, he got such a great birth now. Not all of us can get rid of sins like Madhava because some fortune he has. His previous birth's punya and his elders also, they also did some punya that protected him. Nowadays, whoever does this kind of sins, like how Madhava did, running away with the Chandala lady, leaving his wife and all, will not get that kind of getting away from their sins. Nowadays, they won't get it. One should note that it is dosha to go away from parents, father, without telling them, without telling him, especially father, you have to tell. And even if one runs away, they have to come back immediately. Even if one goes away like that, they have to come back immediately and fall at their father's feet with paschatapa. I told you, paschatapa meaning you have to repent. Repent the mistake you did and you have to fall at their feet. And if one makes their father cry, what happens if one makes their father cry? The Pitrudevatas, they will not see their faces. You guys all know who are Pitrudevatas, right? I don't have to explain that to you again. So, Pitrudevatas, they will never see their faces again. And that one will take several births and finally several births like animals, mosquitoes, all these kind of beings. And finally, at one point of some 80 lakh births, after that, they will get a birth as human. And then suffer without having children. Even that also happen. So it's very, very important not to go away, run away from the home. It's very, very important.
Yes, but I can't exactly. He happened now. It's not even done.
What? Yeah, for Madhava, because Madhava did all of this, but the lesson for us is this, all these things. Okay, but Madhava was lucky enough to actually go take bath in Kapalatirtham and then Swami Pushkarini and then he did the japa and Brahma himself blessed him. All these things happened, right? Now, like that. Now, I am going to give you, now he is telling, Bruhaspati is telling, because you called me and I am a Devata, I came here, I have to give you something. So I'm going to give you a way to get rid of all the sins. All the sins washed away. But he is not getting progeny, right? So he has to get children. In order to do that, you have to perform Putrakameshti yaga.
Putrakameshti yaga.
Yeah. Putrakameshti yaga with Shraddha. With Shraddha meaning with utmost faith, with pure faith. And then sons will be born to you like that. And Akasaraja asked, where should I do it? When the Guru comes, you have to ask, Guru is Guru, Bruhaspati. Where should I do it? Then he said, okay, near Venkatadri, Near Venkatadri, there is a very divine place near Srinivasa Mangapuram. Mangapuram, that's a very beautiful place. And the field is really auspicious. You plow the land first. You plow this land first and then perform the yajna there. Better sit down, please. Okay, what should he do first? Plow. He have to plow the field first. Previously, they used to plow fields first to perform the yajnas. Who? King himself. King himself used to do this because he is the one who he wants the sons. That's why. So nowadays there are yajna gundas everywhere. So first one has to plow the field properly. You know how to do this? I want you to remember these things. They will help you with Ramayana. In Ramayana, I am not going to tell this in detail because they are not explained there in detail. They said, okay, they did Putrakameshti yaga. Somebody came and Rishashringa came and he made them perform that. Only that much detail is there.
You're going to say that, but you're actually going to get to, but you're actually going to say 5 little stories that you.
Sit down, sit down.
No. Sit down.
Now, first what one has to do is they have to plow the field properly and then flatten it and then sprinkle water and sprinkle seeds of certain kinds like shyamaka. Say that? Shyamaka. Okay, that dhanyam they have to sprinkle and some others. And then they have to make it like a dimmisha. Dimmisha meaning it's like a pillar, this sort of thing. Okay, dimmisha. And after that, they have to build a Yajna Vedika there. Yajna Vedika meaning a place where you perform you offer the habits and all. And for Putrakameshti, it is a different, for every kind of Yajna, it's a different kind of Vedika. Vedika meaning the setup will be different. For Mitrakameshti, it is a different kind of Vedika. We talked about Mitrakameshti. Do you guys remember that? Mitrakameshti, we talked in the beginning of the summer classes this time. Okay, Mitrakameshti, for what do you say? When Ganapati stories, in the Ganapati stories, we talked about Mitrakameshti also. And so Putrakameshti, and for Narayana Yaga, it is different. For Rudra Yaga, it is different. For Chandi Yaga, it is different. It's a vast process to build Yajna Gunda. And for every kind of Yaga, the way the Yajna Homas there, the setup is different. Okay, we have to understand that. This is the basic knowledge. And it takes continuously 1 year to 10 years to explain what is told in Shastras for each and everything. Nowadays, nobody is following that. Nowadays, they take, okay, one is there, in that only they are offering everything. How will we get result? Okay, it's not possible. You have to make it according to how it is explained in Shastras and then do it. And so now Bruhaspati said, so you have to perform Putrakameshti Yaga as told in Shastras according to the specifications as per Vedas. And Akasaraja did namaskaram to him, to his guru, and he went to plow the field first. He told near Venkatadri, near Srinivasa Mangapuram, they have to make the thing. So they went and he kept some seeds on the earth first. First, even I told you how before we go into bath, before we go to take dip in rivers and in oceans, what should we do? We have to take a little soil, okay, and then put it in the water, and then only you have to go into the water.
You're forgetting most places that have the ocean. There is sand.
There is sand, that's what. The sand. You take some little bit of sand, you like some rock and say, oh, Pippalaya Namaha, Pippaladaya Namaha, like that you say. And then you put it in the ocean water, and after that only you have to enter the water.
If it's a rock, are you allowed to do rocks?
Yes. But you should place it. You should not throw it. Okay, you should place it.
Rocks skipping work.
Listen, but you should not try to hurt water. That's the thing. You have to remember that. Everything is Paramatma. And so like that, even when you are plowing the field also, the same way, you have to first sprinkle some seeds on the earth first. It is a rule that before plowing the field, one has to sprinkle seeds first. And these seeds have to go inside the earth, which gives purity to that part of earth. Okay, why do we have to do that? Means these seeds, when they go inside the earth and they make the earth pure. That is the reason why. So first you sprinkle the seeds and then you start plowing. And so he sprinkled seeds on the earth and he brought a golden plow. Because he is a king, he can get golden plow, right? Okay. We have only wood plows or something like that. Huh?
Why does he need a golden one though? Why does he need the golden though?
Because he's a king, he has gold. And he is... When you want to do something auspicious, you want to do with gold first. That's the reason why. And when they are plowing on one side, Actually, what happens is they have two oxen. Okay, two oxen there on one edge, and on the other edge it should be the king only, because king wants the sons, so king has to plow. Again, I'm telling you that.
It's not a king doing it.
Then king will not get sons. If king wants sons, he has to do it.
It means somebody else is doing it.
Whoever wants sons. Yeah, whoever wants sons.
They get the oxen.
Oxen will be there, always oxen will be there in order to plow the fields, okay? Not like tractors. Nowadays, everybody is using tractors, but oxen should be used first. Okay,
Oxen should be used to plow a field?
yeah, okay, I will show you some pictures, okay? How it used to be, how the plowing, because why do they use oxen? In the hooves of oxen, it is said that there is amrutam. Okay, there is amrutam. Amrutam is in the hooves. So when they are used to plow the field, what happens? The earth gets fertilized. Earth gets fertilized, and because of which the produce that comes out of that field will be very, very delicious, as well as giving strength. Okay, there is so much science been involved in that. Now, so the king was standing there on one side of the plow, and his wife was also there along with him. And as the plow was going, suddenly it got stuck to something. The plow got stuck to something, the golden plow, and it did not move at all. And he said, "Hum!" When animals are there, oxen is there. He said, "Hum!" Tried to make the oxen move. Still, the plow was not moving. It looked like the plow was going to break. It's like if any more force was applied, the golden plow is going to break. It looked like that. And Akash, actually, he is a king, right? He has his soldiers also on his side. He said, okay, to the lower tip of the plow, maybe a stone or some iron thing, it got stuck or something like that. So get whatever that is, get it out. Like that, he directed his soldiers. And so the soldiers, they started digging with rods like gunapam. You guys know gunapam? A big iron rod which you use to dig the soil. Okay. And they tried to get it out. And as they dug inside, under the plow, they saw an exquisite lotus-shaped golden box. Okay, it was like a lotus-shaped box which was made of gold.
Yes, the gold one is the most important.
Listen. Just listen. Okay. Now they looked at it and they were all wondering, what's this beautiful lotus-shaped golden box? Why is it stuck in the earth? And they brought the box up and they opened that box. And inside that box was a red lotus. And in that red lotus, there was a small, extremely beautiful girl lying down. Okay, here you can imagine Sitamma also. Like there is no this much explanation in other these things. And then they brought the box up and opened. They saw the girl. That girl, she was not born to anybody. She was just born in the lotus like that. And she had all auspicious qualities. Her feet are red with lotus marks on them, and in her hands there was shankha, there was chakra, all the qualities such as swastika and all appear that are in Mahalakshmi Devi are in this gently amazing, beautiful girl. Yes, Akshara, what is it, Amma?
She's Padmavati Devi, right?
Yes. Because that is what he was given boon by Brahma, right? He gets to raise Adi Lakshmi. Yeah. Now, King became extremely happy. King looked at her and he was like looking at her itself made him so happy. And he called his wife and he said, "Behold, Dharani, look at this. We are about to do Putrakameshti yaga for getting progeny, and now this little girl who is Ayonija. Ayonija meaning one who did not take birth in a normal way like humans and all, is found in lotus. Remember how Vakula Malika is also Ayonija. Don't forget that. Vakula Malika is also Ayonija. She just fell down from the Swargam like that, like a 50-year-old lady. And now he looked at him. What progeny is greater than this? What children can we get? Who is greater than this? Nobody can be greater than this, like that. And he looked at that little girl and he got very affectionate and he said, what name are we going to keep her? And then immediately when he thought that Akashavani, remember? Akashavani, one what speaks without any kind of form. That Akashavani said, The girl born from Padma will be called as Padmavati.
Padmavati. Why are you saying it so slow?
Because I want you to say it. That's why. And without others having to name her. Now, nobody need to think, oh, let us keep this name, let us keep that name. No. Akashavani itself named her Padmavati. Okay, and now Saraswati, that means Saraswati Amma herself kept the name to her. And then Akasaraja lifted the baby and he showed her to all the kings and all their fellow kings and all are there to come with Putrakameshti, right? They came because it's the starting ceremony of the starting to plow the field. And he showed them, look at her, see, look at her. She is looking like lotus. Look at her, such a red color, such a beautiful girl, such a radiant girl. Huh? She is just like Lakshmi Amma, Lakshmi Swarupini, like that. And then when he was showing it her to everybody like that, and Akashavani said again, O king, O Raja, raise this girl just as you raise Adi Lakshmi Devi. Adi Lakshmi Devi, like that only raise her. Raise her with Shraddha and Bhakti, with lot of devotion and faith. We raise her with like, your birth will be blessed. And she is born, you know why she is born to you? Because born to you meaning, because he only found her, now he is going to raise her. So you will consider her born to him only. She is born to give moksha to you and your family. She came into your home because she wants to give moksha to you and your family. Knowingly or unknowingly, in your previous birth, you climbed the Venkatadri mountain. Remember? And you took bath in Swami Pushkarini.
What happened to the Pitru Devatas?
They also got away from the sins and they went to Swarga, right? Remember when he took bath in Kapalatirtha?
I don't know what he did.
No, he only relieved them from the Naraka. Because of the punya to give you Vaikuntha in this birth, this girl is born to you as your daughter. Raise this daughter who is Ayonija very, very carefully. And Akasaraja also listened about his previous birth through Bruhaspati now, right? A little he remembered. And he does not remember, he only listened. But it's a good thing he did not remember. If he remembers, it would have been very horrible. Remember that Pishacha Kuntala that's going around right now? I know. Very well. So, and now he listened to Akashavani also. Okay, I did lot of things in my previous birth. I took bath in Kapalatirtha, Swami Pushkarini, and all of that. And he became extremely happy. And he kept the girl in his wife's hands. And then he completed. He should never stop the yaga in the middle. He started the process, right? So he needs to finish it. So he performed the Putrakameshti yaga. And Akasaraja and Dharani Devi raised the girl with a lot of Shraddha. And as Padmavati came into their home, within 6 months, Dharani Devi became pregnant. Okay, within 6 months, she became pregnant. And they felt it is the timing that a girl came to our home. It is so fortunate that we got such a great daughter. And it is said that even if one has 2 sons, they will not get mukti on this earth because they have to at least take 25 to 30 births to get mukti. The reason is they cannot do Kanya daana. Kanya daana means one has to give their daughter in donation to the group in marriage. Okay,
It's not a donation.
That is the donation. Daanam means kanyada. That's what. Okay, and if you know what kind of, this is very important, guys. What happens when you do kanyadana? Kanyadana, if you do, means if we make a heap of sesame seeds, you guys know sesame seeds, right?
Yes.
How small they are. Okay, if you make a heap of sesame seeds till the Chandramandala, not this Chandra that we see. The Chandramandala is much more higher than that. Okay, till then, and if you take that much heap of the sesame seeds and take one for a year or one for 100 years, only one seed away, that big of the result will
be there for eons.
That big of a result one will get by doing Kanyadana. If one gets to give their daughter in proper Sastric way, in a proper,
so basically,
according to Saastras, if they are able to give their daughter, according to Saastras, then they will get that kind of result. Which much result sesame seeds till the Chandramandala.
So basically, like, you would have so many. Okay, how much does one sesame seed cost?
You are talking about cost, I am talking about the punya. I don't know how much it costs.
Okay, assuming it costs like what, 50 cents?
No, much less than that. Not even a cent, maybe 0.00025 cents.
A cent is the same seed.
Yeah, sesame seed. One sesame seed you are talking about, that's why I'm telling.
Okay, so therefore, that means sesame seeds. You'd have more sesame seeds then it would take to cover 5 of the USS International Debt, which is multiple, which is
Okay, let us not talk about it. I'm talking about punya. You are talking about
And I'm
something.
talking about how many there are.
Okay, anyways.
కొడుకులు లేకపోతే పున్నామ
Yes, Amma.
నరకం కొడుకులు లేకపోతే పున్నామ నరకం వస్తుంది అంటారు కదా.
That is all. No. There is a way to get out of everything. No, that is not true. That is also not true.
ఇప్పుడు అబ్బాయిలు లేకపోయినా పర్లేదంటారా?
లేకపోయినా పర్వాలేదు. యా, లేకపోయినా పర్వాలేదు, బట్ అమ్మాయి ఉండడం చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. బట్ బికాస్ వన్ హ్యాస్ టు డూ కన్యాదాన. Okay, because kanyadana that you cannot do just like that, right? That's what. So kanyadana gives you the result of doing 1 crore yajnas. 1 crore means 10 million yajnas. Okay, that much result you will get by doing kanyadana. Okay, and girls will be born to only those who are fortunate, and those who do not have girls, they used to adopt girls and they used to do kanyadana before. So it is not true that only boys should be there to get moksha. It is not true. Okay, it's told in Saastras. Okay, only one should have girls or boys. No, it's not like that. There is a rakam called pum. It is there, but in order to get away from it, there are ways also. Okay, one can do godana, one can do, what do you say, Bhagavata Saptaham. Okay, and those who do not have girls, they can get Devi Bhagavata Navaham, they do. That is also, there are always pratyamnayas for everything. There are always, there is no one set rule in our dharma. Okay, this is how it is. It's not like that. Okay, boys have one angle, girls have one angle. It's like that. It's all, everything is good. Everything is good.
Elaborate.
But one should not think that, oh, I only have girls, I don't have boys. No, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. Okay, that is for sure. Because those who have girls, they have the advantage of getting kanyadana.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You wanted a girl, yes?
Well, we did kanyadana. Nana and I, we already did kanyadana before you guys both were born.
Can I speak in English?
Yeah, what?
And she wanted a girl, yes?
Yes.
So after and maybe potentially me, leave it to the house. If I ever go to college, it is highly unlikely.
Hey, it is highly. Okay, no, let us not talk about that now. Rama. No, thank you. Okay, so that is what it is. Okay, today we will stop here for now. Okay, and we will talk more about it tomorrow.
అయ్యో మధ్యలో వదిలేస్తున్నారండి మీరు.
మధ్యలో ఏముంది? We stopped there. They got a daughter. We are waiting.
Yes, that's a
నాకు డౌట్ వచ్చింది.
Huh?
ఆదిలక్ష్మి అంటున్నారు, పద్మావతి ఎవరు, లక్ష్మి ఎవరు?
ఆదిలక్ష్మి అంశ.
భూదేవి కాదా?
మాట్లాడుతున్నారు.
భూదేవి కాదా?
No. ఆదిలక్ష్మి అంశ. సీతాదేవి is Vijayalakshmi అంశ. Padmavati is Adilakshmi Amsa. Okay? That is what you guys don't. That is why listen. We cannot watch the movie stories and think that is true.
ఈ రెండు లక్ష్మీదేవి అంశే. కోపగించి వెళ్ళిపోయి కొల్హాపూర్ వెళ్ళిపోయినవాడేమో కొల్హాపూర్ వెళ్ళిపోయినవాడేమో విజయలక్ష్మ
కాదు. Kolhapur Lakshmi is Lakshmi. All Lakshmis together. Adilakshmi Amsa came here.
అంత లక్ష్మి అంటే అందరూ ఒకటే కదండి.
అయ్యో, నువ్వే అదంటావు ఇదంటావు, మళ్ళీ అందరూ ఒకటే అంటావు.
నేను కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యానండి.
No. Lakshmi-Devi took incarnation 16,000 times so far. Okay? Okay, so 16,000 times lo Padmavati is one of the Amsha. Kolhapur Mahalakshmi is one. Okay, it is like that. And Kolhapur Mahalakshmi is like Varalakshmi. Okay, like Varalakshmi who came for she came onto earth. So Srinivasa can follow her. Because in Kali Yugam, all of us need Lakshmi and all of us need Srinivasa to come onto earth, and that is the only way he will come onto earth. So she had to come before, and Vishnu followed her.
కాదండి, ఇప్పుడు అది వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి పక్కన ఇద్దరు లక్ష్ములు ఉండడానికి ఏంటి కారణం?
ఎక్కడ ఇద్దరు లక్ష్ములు ఉన్నారు?
పద్మావతి దేవి, లక్ష్మీదేవి.
No. Okay, you have to listen to the beginning stories. You will never ask me like this. Okay. One thing is Venkateswara in the form, the Vyuha Mahalakshmi is here. Always here there is Vyuha Mahalakshmi. Got it? You have to listen to the beginning stories, please.
One
Then only you will understand. Okay, and so Padmavati Devi is one amsha of Adi Lakshmi Devi. Okay, because he had to, this is all Leela that he is doing. Okay, because of which now she has to come and they have to get married, and he is actually doing this for Vakula Malika also. Vakula Malika, she wanted to perform marriage of her son, I mean Krishna, and Krishna's marriage she wanted to see as Yashoda. But by the time she asked, what happened was, she was already he already had grandsons, grandchildren, children and all. That is the reason why he said, now in this incarnation it's not going to happen. I will take another incarnation, and in that incarnation you can see me, get me married, like that. So Yashoda Devi is born as Vakula Malika now. Born I mean she also came as Ayonija, and now he went to her. You heard the part from he went to her. Okay. Before that, what happened, you did not know. That's the reason why. So, Lakshmi Devi is there in Kolhapur. Lakshmi Devi only came and she only sold the. Do you remember how she sold the Brahma and Rudra as the cows and all, right? Cow and calf? She did that.
Remember to give it a tiny bit more context. Okay.
Yeah, you guys remember, right?
Yes.
Okay, you guys, Akshara, do you remember?
But so,
Kirtana, do you remember?
Yes, auntie.
Do you remember? Auntie does not know. That's why I'm asking. I'm telling. Okay, for those. So one thing is, Padmavati Devi is one amsha of Lakshmi, and that is Adi Lakshmi amsha. Okay, there's no Bhudevi. Bhudevi is with Varahaswami. In Bhudevi form will be with Varahaswami. Got it? Here, whichever Lakshmi is there, she is known as Vyuha Mahalakshmi. Okay, that is entire different terminology and entire different, what do you say, tasks that she has. Got it?
Yeah, Sagam.
Sagam, Ardhamayindi. Okay, we will talk about it more tomorrow. Okay, na? I have
Okay.
another class. Okay?
Okay.
Namaskar. Namaskar. I will stop the live stream for this one. I have to start that separately again.
Okay.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattattreyaya Namaha, Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.